We are back here on the 2013 Rockstar Energy Mayhem Festival, Year 6, Day 3, Boise.
Talking to you, talking to them.
Same. So, and with us, of course, we've got Brother Evan from Attika 7. Good to talk to you again. You were here.
Great to be back.
It's awesome to have you back out here. You did Uproar, and now Through the Fates, you're out here on Mayhem Festival.
And oddly enough, we're going to be on select dates on Uproar again coming up. We were just added to, I don't know if we're going to be in this area, but Uproar is having some 2-day radio shows. The main bill for Uproar this year is going to be Alice in Chains,
right.
Jane's Addiction, and a bunch of those bands. And then there's going to be a second day, which I can't announce who the headliner is, going to be pretty awesome. And we're going to be on some of those shows. So I'm pretty sure we are playing Phoenix, Seattle, San Diego, San Francisco. We definitely at least on 7 or 8 shows. So it's exciting to be in a new band. When we played here last year, that was literally maybe our 2nd or 3rd show with the whole lineup. You know, I started this project 2 years ago.
Right.
A little over, it's about 2 years. Rusty and I got together, you know, put the band together and, you know, refined the lineup, and people are starting to pay attention. And, you know, we landed the Mayhem Festival. It was by the grace of God, I guess, you know, by the grace of the demons.
Behemoth. Thank you for taking the tour off.
You know what? We're sorry that the guy from Behemoth got sick. It's a drag. You know, not to let somebody else's misfortune be our fortune. But hey, man, you know, you would think as a million bands ready to go. Very short notice. You know, we had about 2 weeks to get our shit together and be like, okay, we're going on tour for a month and a half with Five Finger Death Punch, Shaman and Marth, Mastodon, and Rob Zombie, and all these amazing bands, you know. And for me, it's brilliant because it's like part of my reinvention is not just musically with new kind of more melodic singing and more of a lifestyle band, you know, but also aligning ourselves with the bands that are really current right now, that are the metal of today. You know, so here we go.
I remember when I saw you guys last time on Uproar, literally right after you guys finished the show, we talked a little bit, and then Rusty had to jump out to go shoot Sons of Anarchy. So some small changes since then. Let's see, some committed new art on the dome.
How about
here.
The new Attika 7 tattoo on my head?
That is some serious metal commitment, my friends.
Not to be also my Attika tattoo right there.
There you go. So, okay, so back to it.
So and Rusty's filming Sons of Anarchy.
He was doing that at the time, and since then you also had some minor, but now somebody's calling you.
I'm not answering a phone call from Illinois during my interview with Metalholic and the Examiner. You know, I got a pet peeve. When I walk into a store, I don't care if I walk into fucking Best Buy or 7-Eleven, and I'm standing in front of you, or especially at a hotel when I'm trying to check in, and somebody goes, "Oh, I'll be right with you." They pick up the phone. I'm like, how are you going to give somebody who's on the phone, sitting in their fucking car in their house, the respect over someone who took the time to come down and be in front of you in person? You know,
absolutely.
We've lost the ability to be face to face with people a little bit. And I want you people to know this isn't by Skype. I'm sitting here with this gentleman, right? You know, personally.
Right, and the last time we sat across from each other, you had a slightly different lineup. Here, our non-point brother was playing guitar then. He's now over on bass. And we now have Ian, who used to be, God, I remember him from Vicious Rumors and everything else, now in the band. Ira.
Vicious Rumors, Metal Church, Heathen.
Right.
Fuck, Ira's been in more bands than almost anybody I know. And he's just such a shredding guitar player, man. I mean, that guy he's got skills, man. And it was weird. Like, Attika is this band that, like, we sing about all this dark stuff, but we're all trying to find that positive message in the darkness, you know, out of all the fucked up bad shit, out of all the problems in life, out of all the, you know, addiction and prison and jail and violence and problems, comes an inner strength in a peaceful warrior way. And, you know, and it's, of all strange things, we were looking for a bass player, because I'm a bass player and I'm a picky motherfucker, and I only want somebody who plays as well as I do.
Right.
And we couldn't find anybody. We went to my wife and I went very sadly to a funeral of a very close friend, and my wife is really small, petite, and we can't sit behind people like in a movie theater or something who are really tall. And we're sitting down in this funeral, and these people sitting right in front of us, and this huge tall guy with just hair everywhere, hair down to his waist, sits right in front of us. My wife and we start laughing in the funeral. We're like, this is funny. I say, I probably know this guy, you know, metalhead. And after the funeral, I introduced myself. We started talking. Turns out we met at like a festival in Europe in the 90s. And he's just the coolest guy. And I was like, who are you playing with now? He goes, you know, I'm kind of looking for a gig. I'm really not sure. He's like, I play guitar all day, every day. That's what I do. And when I explained to him, you know, he already had our album, which was pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, our record company went out of business 5 minutes after they put out our record. So it was kind of just, if you have it, you have it. We connected, and man, the guy play, and he knows how to play along, like, with the band. He found his place. Just to be if you're a great guitar player, you might work at Guitar Center,
right?
Because you don't know how to fit yourself into a band. But he found his spot because really Rusty drives the car. You know what I mean? Now I'm getting a call from Texas.
They are determined to get a hold of you.
And we're back.
And we're back, exactly. So we've got Ira in the band now.
Zach's playing bass. Zach's a motherfucking amazing bass player and always has been. And when we got Ira on guitar, I was like, because Zach's a great singer too.
Right.
And I was like, dude, you're the only guy that I trust right now to play the bass, because I'm so detailed about the bass. And I was like, and that'll let you be right next to me and, you know, do the vocals, the harmonies with me, because, you know, like I said, we got some of those dark harmonies in there. We're writing music, man. I'm just driven right now. I'm just so focused on what I'm doing and really enjoying it. And, you know, I got a teenage son who's into music. He's a rapper and he produces music, and you know, he's always like, you know, I want to be successful. I want to make it. And I'm like, man, if you're doing it, you are successful. That's what making it is.
Exactly.
To be doing what you love to do. That's in itself to walk the path. That's the thing. If you can figure out how to make a living doing it, so you don't have to do anything else, well, you know, that's an end game.
So much the better. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's hard nowadays. A lot of people don't buy music.
Right.
You know, and to have to be on tour all year round to support yourself is tough, you know, and we're very fortunate in this band. You know, John Reese, who owns the Mayhem Festival, is our manager.
Oh, nice.
That's a new development. And, you know, he's, you know, really close
Thank
friends.
you, John.
Thank you, brother John. You know, he's our bro. You know, him and me and Rusty, you know, fucking really tight. We all love and respect each other a lot. But we're very fortunate that, you know, we have other businesses that we do. You know, Rusty has his motorcycle shop,
right,
and he's shooting Sons of Anarchy. I'm producing a big online TV network called Badass Television that I'm doing. And it's very cool stuff, man. You'll be seeing that online soon. And I also manage my wife's music group, the Ex-Girlfriends. So we have other gigs, so we're busy and we're making money other ways. So we don't have to look at this ever as a job. This is a privilege.
Right. You can come out and enjoy this and not have to sweat so much all the...
Oh, but it's not easy. It's
Yeah.
not easy to do. It's expensive to go on tour. It costs the band a lot of money.
Right. So...
How you been, bro?
Good, how are you?
Been a long time.
Yeah.
Since some Vakken or something.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Something in Eastern Europe in the 90s.
Yeah, probably.
Talking with Amon and Martha. What?
What comes to my mind is.
What comes to your mind is what?
I'm
It's okay.
talking to you
He's
next.
A friend.
So.
He's an old friend. He's an old friend, and he edits, and he wants to talk to you next. So, what?
Vienna, not Vienna, but somewhere in Austria.
Graz.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that, like one of those festivals with the castle.
Yeah.
Where they take the gear up the hill in a little car.
Yeah.
Guys who've been doing this a long time have been to every nook and cranny, and most are not like this.
Oh yeah,
You know, well, my old band Biohazard used to play with these guys in the 90s, and these festivals were like 2-day thing of like 70 bands, and Deicide and Obituary and Morbid Angel and Biohazard, and a lot of screaming and yelling.
Yeah. Good times.
Lots of metal.
All right, so the big question is, because we'll let you get out of here and everything, but the album, that came out last year, but obviously you were working on it long before that. The record company, as we know, is now defunct and everything, and I know you guys have been very prolific, continue working on, so what are we looking at in terms of when we might actually see the next album? And
well, we're working on, I don't know about releasing a traditional album. I mean, I'd like to take what we did in the past and re-release it with some new songs, or maybe re-record some stuff, because we got new guys in the band. The band just sounds so sick right now. I mean, I love the album.
right.
I'm thinking of putting the old album for free download.
Okay.
I think I'm just going to do that. And we've already got 3 new songs recorded. We opened up with 2 new songs today.
I know, I was going to say, wait, I don't recognize these.
Yeah, we don't care. We just want to play when we want to play. With new songs, look for them online. They're going to be on our website. We're going to stream them. One is called Darkness, and the other one is called Dance of the Dead. And Dance of the Dead is such a sick live song. Darkness is our opening song. It just has a great demonic sounding opening. It just sounds like the beginning of something.
And he rolled out on the motorcycle, of course. Perfect.
Do my best to never show up without my Harley. You know? Yeah, man. We try to take everything that we like to do and mix it all into one, so we don't have to not be loving our life. We are talking to a few labels that are interested now that we're on Mayhem, and we're going to do our best to get a record out, or a single out, or an EP, or something out as soon as possible.
Keep an eye on the websites, of course.
Attika7.com.
Last question, the pointless question of the day. We're out on the biggest metal tour in America. If you could have brought along one band that's not metal, who would it be?
One band that's not metal. Well, that's a good question. I would probably say I would bring the group that I manage, the Ex-Girlfriends, because my wife is already here, and she'd probably rather be working than just hanging out being my hot wife, because she loves to sing and perform. So if you guys are interested in some pop dance music, some smoking hot girls that are just killer dancers, and they're all the criteria to be one of my wife's dancers and the Ex-Girlfriends, you have to be 5 feet and under. So all the girls are really pretty, and they're all really exotic and really talented. They're like all come from the dance community in Hollywood. So they're all these girls in these, like they've all been in other people's music videos, but now they have their own group with Lupe. And I'm the manager, so I'd probably have them here, so hopefully I could promote them, because even though this wouldn't really be their core audience, I'm sure there's lots of like metalheads who bring their wife or their girlfriend or their kids.
We listen to everything anyway.
Hey man, music is music. It brings people together, you know. Brotherhood of metal, brotherhood of music, you know. It brings people together and breaks down language barriers, socio-political, economic things go away when you're in the face of music or metal. So, you know, I think that certainly all the dudes would watch them because they're cute, and I think chicks would just love the music because it's so dancing, fun, positive, you know.
Nice. Evan Seinfeld, Attika 7, good to see you as always. Congratulations on being on the tour.
Thank you very much. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely.